So, Encanto. Basically, everyone agrees on absolutely nothing in this film, except on the music, which everyone agrees is great, but that's kind of a given for Disney, at least most of the time. Yeah, so starting off with the character writing, I'll just say this is easily the best use of the family drama trope Disney's been using lately. And I think the reason for that is it doesn't play up the drama any more than it should. The traumatic events this family went through were still present and they still deserve to be shown, but we're not going to have the characters argue about something stupid like blaming each other for destroying the miracle. I mean, we still get that, but it's mostly focused between Alma and Mirabel, the two who actually have something to say about this debate. The other characters mostly stay out of it. I feel like this kind of drama is really what drags most Disney films down nowadays, but this film does it pretty well, I would say. As the resolution for this arc, while I don't love it, like it is really rushed, I do think it's at least a natural conclusion for the film to come to, and I'm glad that Alma isn't some giant soul crushing villain, but I'm also hesitant to say I fully give her redemption a pass because even though she's the one that initiates the two of them making up, I feel like she shouldn't have been forgiven immediately. I feel like Mirabelle should accept the apology and they both agree to move on and make things better together. But it's a kids' film, so I can't really blame them that much for this. In terms of story, which I already kind of talked about a bit before, I'll admit this film is a bit messy. Characters who don't get nearly enough screen time, not great pacing, some lack of subtlety in certain areas, the usual issues I have with a kids' film. I will say though, this is perhaps the first Disney film since Moana that actually made me get invested in the characters beyond the basics. I mean, I still agree with my review of Wish, and I do think it's kind of underrated just a tiny bit. But this is the same central character as that film, just done way better. I honestly prefer Mirabelle over Anna, Moana, the girl from Wish, and Rapunzel. Mirabelle is, in my opinion, the best protagonist Disney has had in decades. She's funny, energetic, nerdy, a hint of depression, and most importantly, she's never cringe. Thank God. Because I was actually starting to genuinely question if Disney had confused cringe for funny. And that's another thing. This is by far the funniest Disney movie we've had in a while. The fish lady, oh my god, the fish lady. I always notice a new fantastic joke every time I rewatch the film. I swear, Bruno made me laugh out loud multiple times, which is something no one in Wish did. But yeah, I just feel like this movie is so fun. Something a lot of animated movies nowadays I think have been missing. And that fun extends all the way to every single one of the musical numbers. We don't talk about Bruno, Surface Pressure, the Isabella song, and my favorite, my absolute favorite, Waiting on a Miracle. Oh my god. This song is the first one that truly surpasses 99% of Disney songs they've ever made since, like, I don't know, Shiny. I'd honestly put it in my top 10 favorite Disney songs of all time. It's better than most songs from even the Disney Renaissance. Okay, just because I want to keep this short, I'll rapid fire some things real quick. The score is phenomenal. The film has the most creative musical presentation in Disney's history since You've Never Had a Friend Like Me. That's a massive compliment, by the way. None of these characters were annoying, thank God. And the visual presentation in general of the film was just really saturated without feeling like it's too much. An insane balancing act. Anyway, that was my review of Encanto. 9 out of 10. Only a tad worse than Moana, in my opinion, but still a great film, and I honestly don't have too much to complain about it. Too bad Disney is creatively bankrupt and will never make a film this great again. Oops.